Well, hello, boys and girls, and welcome to 4th grade Excel lesson number 89. We're going to learn about dividing with a 2-digit divisor and a dividend that's less than 100 with remainders. So you'll see what that is in just a minute. We're just going to be doing some big old fat division problems, and it's mostly just guess and check on this. Guess and check. So here's a problem, 14 divided by 44. So what you want to do is just start guessing. How many times do you think 44 can be divided by 14? Well, 14 times 1 is 14. 14 times 2 is 28. I think I can get closer to 44. 14 times 3 is 42. That's pretty close. There's no way I'm going to put another 14 on and still be under the number 44. And as you can see, 14 times 4 is 56. So we know that 14 times 3, that 44 can be divided by 14 3 times, so we put the 3 up there. And then we've already multiplied 3 times 14 right here, and that's 42. And when you subtract, you get 2, and that's your remainder. To check this one, we're going to do 14 times 3, which we already can see up here is 42. And then we add the remainder of 2, which is 44. I made a mess over there. I'm going to get that out of the way so I can do that work. Okay, here we go. So let's take a look at some sample problems there. And number 1, we're going to check these by doing multiplication. 89 divided by 43. Well, 43 times 1 is 43. 43 times 2, I can do that in my head. All I have to do is double both of those numbers. Double the 4, you get 8. Double the 3, you get 6. So 86 is pretty close to 89. So 2 times 43 is 86. 89 minus 86 is 3. So that is my remainder. Remainder 3. 43 times 2 is 86. Add the remainder, and you get 89. Let's try number 2 together. 21 into 85. Well, 21 times 1 is 21. 21 times 2, I can do in my head. That's 42. I just double it, right? 42. Well, you know what? If I double 42, then I'm doing it 4 times. 42 plus 42 is 84. Oh, let me just show you that right here. 21 times 4. 1 times 4 is 4, and 2 times 4 is 8. And that's really close to 85. So I'm going to put a 4 up here. Make sure you put it above the 5, not above the 8. And then you get 84. Subtract, and you got 1. So it's remainder 1. 21, we check it by doing 21 times 4. We already did that right up there. And then we add the remainder and get 85. And that's the same as that number. You don't need to draw that line. Okay, make sure you have all that work on your paper. If you don't, pause the video and then pause it again and do number 3 by yourself. Turn it back on when you're ready to see what the solution is. So now I'm doing 16 into 67. I'm just going to kind of guess. Well, 16 times 1 is 16. I know that 16 times 2 is 32. I'm thinking maybe 16 times 4. Let's try that. 16 times 4. 6 times 4 is 24. Regroup with the 2. 1 times 4 is 4 plus 2 is 6. Oh yeah, 64, 67. That's pretty close. So it goes in 4 times. Make sure the 4 is above the 7. 64 because it's 4 ones, not 4 tens. Subtract and get 3. 4, remainder 3. And then to check it, we do 16 times 4. 6 times 4 is 24. Got the 2 up there. 1 times 4 is 4 plus 2 is 6. Add the 3 and get 67, which is the same as that number there. Okay, pause the video, do 4 and 5, and then turn it back on. 24 into 98. Well, 24 is close to 25, and I could do 25s pretty easily. 25, 50, 75, 100, right? I'm thinking it might go in 4 times. Let's put a 4 right there. 4 times 4 is 16. Regroup with the 1. 2 times 4 is 8 plus 1 is 9. Woo! 96, 98. That's really close. It's another 4. 4 times 24, of course, is 96. We just did it right there. Subtract and get 2. 4 remainder 2. 24 times 4 is 96. Add the 2, get 98, and that matches up there. The next one, 13 into 66. I wonder if this one goes in 4 times also. Let's try that. 3 times 4 is 12. Carry the 1, and 1 times 4 is 4, plus 1 is 5, 52. Ooh, I wonder if it can go in again. Let's try that. Let's try 13 times 5. 3 times 5 is 15. Regroup with the 1. 1 times 5 is 5, plus 1 is 6. Oh, it does go in 5 times. Look at that. So we put a 5 there. 5 times 13 is 65. Subtract and get 1. Remainder 1. 13 times 5 is 65. We just did that. Plus the 1 is 66, just like that. Number right there. All right, there you have it. I want you to pause the video and try these 3 with the check answer, and then turn the video back on. Okay, 32 into 97. You should have already done this. I'm thinking it goes 3 times. What's 32 times 3? And you can show your work just like this, just like I'm doing here. 96. So I'm going to put a 96 under there. Goes in 3 times. Remainder 1. 15 into 77. I'm thinking 5 times. Let's see if that works. 5 times 5 is 25. Carry the 2. 1 times 5 is 5, plus 2 is 7. 75. That's really close. Now, if you did like 4 times and you got a big giant remainder, you can't have a remainder that's bigger than 15 on this problem. You can't have a remainder that's 32 or higher on that problem. And you can't have a remainder that's 13 or higher on that problem. Because if it's a remainder of 15 on the problem I'm on now, I could put it in 1 more time. All right, so we see that it went in 5 times. Remainder 2. 13 into 95. Woo, that's going to be big. Well, I did 13s up here. 13 times 5 is 65. I'm going to try 7. Let's just try that. 3 times 7 is 21. Regroup with the 2. 1 times 7 is 7, plus 2 is 9. Oh, yeah, 91 and 95. 7 up here, 91, and subtract and get 4. So I've got 7, remainder 4. I got 5, remainder 2, and 3, remainder 1. Let's see if that adds up. 4 and 2 makes 6. 6 and 1 makes 7. 7 and 3, I'm going to skip right over to that one, is 10 plus 5 is 15, remainder 7. It works! All right, do the math facts and then turn the video back on. 12 times 5 is 60. 3 times 9 is 27. 7 times 9 is 63. 6 times 8 is 48. 8 times 8 is 64. 3 times 8 is 24. 6 times 7 is 42. 8 times 7 is 56. Next row, 11 times 9 is 99. 6 times 9 is 54. 4 times 9 is 36. Oh, we got nothing but 9s going here. 6 times 4 is 24. 8 times 9. Oh, there's another 9. And 6 times 5 is 30. 12 times 7 is 84. 9 times, oh, there's a lot of 9s in there. 9 times 9 is 81. Okay, erase and fix any wrong answers. And